It began innocently, as the most terrifying stories often do. In the early 1970s, a young nursing student named Donna received a gift from her mother, a vintage Raggedy Ann doll. Donna's mother had found the doll in a second-hand shop and thought it would make a charming addition to Donna's modest apartment. Little did they know, this seemingly harmless doll was about to upend their lives in ways they couldn't imagine. At first, the doll sat quietly on a rocking chair in the corner of Donna's room. Its wide, stitched smile and button eyes exuded a quaint charm. Donna and her roommate Angie found the doll amusing and treated it as a quirky piece of decor. But within days they noticed something odd. The doll wouldn't stay where they had left it. At first, it was subtle. They'd leave it on the chair only to find it lying on the couch. They dismissed these occurrences as forgetfulness or the result of a draft. However, the movements became more peculiar and deliberate. One evening, Donna placed the doll on her bed before leaving for work. When she returned, the doll was sitting upright, its arms crossed as if in quiet reproach. Angie, too, began to witness the doll's strange behavior. Once, she left it in the kitchen and returned to find it standing near the front door. A creeping sense of unease began to settle over the apartment. What turned from mere annoyance escalated into outright fear when Donna found a piece of parchment paper with the words "Help me" scrawled in a childlike hand. Neither she nor Angie kept such paper in the house. Worse still, the messages kept appearing, each one more desperate and chilling than the last. Who or what was trying to communicate with them, and why? Terrified and unsure of what to do, Donna and Angie sought the help of a medium. During a seance, the medium revealed a startling truth. The doll was inhabited by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. Annabelle, the medium explained, had lived on the property long before it was an apartment complex. She had died under tragic circumstances and now sought companionship and comfort. Moved by the story, Donna and Angie allowed Annabelle's spirit to stay, but their compassion soon turned to dread. The doll's activities became more menacing. Lou, a friend of the girls, was especially uneasy around Annabelle. He claimed he often felt a dark, oppressive presence whenever he was near the doll. One night, Lou had a vivid nightmare in which the doll climbed onto his chest and began to strangle him. He woke up, gasping for air, only to find scratch marks on his body, marks that mysteriously vanished the next day. The final straw came when Lou and Angie heard rustling noises coming from Donna's room. Investigating, they found Annabelle lying on the floor. As Lou approached the doll, he claimed he felt an overwhelming sense of danger. Suddenly, he was attacked by an invisible force. Deep gashes appeared on his chest, as if claws had raked him. The girls knew they had to seek professional help. Enter Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators. Upon examining the doll, the Warrens quickly deduced that it was not the spirit of a young girl inhabiting Annabelle, but something far more sinister. According to Lorraine, a gifted clairvoyant, the doll was being manipulated by a demonic entity. The goal was clear. The demon wanted to possess one of the apartment's occupants. The Warrens performed a blessing in the apartment to cleanse the space of any lingering evil. They then took Annabelle into their custody, locking her away in a specially constructed glass case in their occult museum. A sign on the case reads, "Warning, positively do not open." But even within the confines of the case, Annabelle's dark influence lingers. Visitors to the museum have reported feelings of nausea, dread, and unease when standing near her. One particularly reckless visitor mocked the doll and banged on the glass case, daring it to do its worst. On his way home, he lost control of his motorcycle and died in a tragic accident. Was it a coincidence, or did Annabelle exact her revenge? Over the years, Annabelle has become a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of the thin veil that separates the mundane from the supernatural. Her story continues to fascinate and terrify, spawning countless retellings, documentaries, and films. But for those who've encountered her dark presence firsthand, Annabelle is not just a tale to be told. She's a warning of the dangers that lurk beyond our comprehension. To this day, Annabelle remains locked in her glass prison, a silent testament to the horrors she's caused. Whether you believe her story or not, one thing is certain: she'll never stop capturing our imaginations and sending shivers down our spines.